Happy Veterans Day, folks. Matt with Eddie's Guitars coming to you, as always, from St. Louis, Missouri. I've got a very, very cool guitar for you folks to check out today. This comes from our friends at Collings Guitars, and this is their most recent signature model. This is an OM1A JL, or the Julian Lage model. A great guitar, very simple guitar, but really has the right ingredients to give a great tone and kind of contribute to Julian's sound and capture his sound very, very accurately. This guitar is kind of loosely based on a traditional series guitar from Collings. So very lightly built, the small maple bridge plate, fully scalloped kind of pre-war style brace pattern in the guitar. Before Bill Collings' unfortunate passing, he became very good friends with Julian Lage and really valued his input, not only in the traditional series guitars, but also the Waterloo guitars. And you'll see the finish on this guitar is more so like the Waterloo finish, almost a satin finish. They claim it's exceptionally thin, which I believe after playing it, because it's a very resonant guitar, very open sounding guitar as well. You can see the top that they started with is indeed an Adirondack spruce top. Great straight grain to it, rather consistent look. Kind of a nice golden toner on the guitar as well, giving it a kind of an aged look, which is really nice. Very simple appointments, kind of an 18 style tortoiseshell binding on only the body, and some nice maple and black purfling on the top, as well as around the sound hole on the rosette here. Got the small kind of OM size tortoiseshell pickguard as well. Back and sides of this guitar are super straight grain Honduran mahogany. Great looking set of wood, pretty plain Jane, but nothing wrong with that in the context of Honduran mahogany. You can see the very, very thin walnut back strip going down the center of the back as well, kind of a traditional 18 style appointment. The neck on this guitar is pretty different compared to the traditional series neck. Typically the traditionals would be 1 3/4 and then 2 5/16 spacing down at the bridge. This guitar does have the 1 11/16 inch nut and the narrower 2 3/16 spacing down here at the bridge. And some folks have requested that on the traditional series guitars. Specifically the OMs, this is a good way to sort of accomplish that spec if you want a little bit tighter spacing or even have a little bit smaller hand. The neck on this guitar is also very unique in that it was copied from a digital scan of Julian's own 1939 0018 guitar from Martin. Vintage instrument. It's got kind of an asymmetrical feel to it, mimicking kind of the wear that a neck incurs from just years of being played an awful lot. So it's a really nice feeling, worn in feeling neck. It's not beat up at all. It's not copied in that way. The finish is perfectly straight on the guitar, but it does have kind of a nice, comfortable, worn in, asymmetrical feel to it, which is really nice. And again, a little bit slimmer overall compared to a traditional series neck, which is nice. Headstock has a great looking ebony veneer, and you can see that Collings logo is different as well. It's kind of what they consider to be the old school original Collings logo, not quite like what you see on their guitars today, but a really cool kind of departure and a neat character to that logo up there. The tuning machines are nickel Waverleys. They have sort of a slightly patinaed look to them. They're not perfectly shiny like a brand new Waverly is. These are kind of the slightly antiqued version, which is pretty neat. Again, the bracing in the guitar is all Sitka spruce. It's fully scalloped like a pre-war style bracing, and again the smaller maple bridge plate. Animal protein glue construction as well, so it's got a number of the traditional series Collings features under the hood there. They do string the guitar with the D'Addario nickel bronze strings, which is also a departure. Typically Collings uses the straight up phosphor bronze. EJ16 is what would typically go on this guitar. This does have the nickel bronze strings, which definitely contributes to the dry character of this guitar. It's very strong fundamentals, great immediate responsiveness and resonance out of it, and those nickel bronze strings kind of accentuate all of that, which is pretty neat. I am very anxious to go take a listen to this guitar, so let's go hear it now.